Well, this isn't a video I was wanting to make, but I guess this is just a downside to owning or modifying your car really, or just car ownership in general, because I was driving home, or actually I was driving to work the other day, and my radio went black, and I was like, okay, that's weird. My headlights started flashing, I was like, okay, maybe my battery's dying. I was like, oh, it shouldn't be acting like this. And then my power steering got stiff. I was like, it's got to be my alternator that's going out. And I got to work, luckily, whatever, heading home that morning. Same thing happened, except this time it was going around a bend and it stiffened up, and it was not good. It was scary. But this is how you're going to replace your alternator. We disconnected the battery, the negative terminal, so that way no power's to the car now. There is so this bolt actually goes right there. You gotta disconnect that. You take your socket or whatever, that one right there, put it right here, push towards the passenger, it'll release it. This is the tensioner pulley. Release that and just pop the belt off. I'm going to be replacing that belt. And now we're going under the car. All right, so if you haven't already, you're going to have to take off this belly pan tray or whatever, this one right here, and also the other one maybe. That goes back there. But with this front lip, I can't run it anymore. So it was already off, luckily. And we had to take off this stupid crawler thing. Does not want to roll the way I want it to roll. Doesn't help that there's rocks everywhere. Anyway, so we had to take off this charge pipe, the cold side, because it connects to your throttle body. So disconnect it up there into right here, which they put these connection pieces in the worst spot possible. So have fun disconnecting that. Then you can start disconnecting like this sensor here. There is a sensor. Here's what I found. Shut up, Siri. There's a sensor right here that is to the alternator, so you just have to push this clip up right there. I used the flathead, I just pushed on it and then pried it back and it popped off easily. Once you get those sensors out of the way, I'll also disconnect your airflow sensor right here. This goes above the charge, or connected to or whatever this is, to your intercooler. That way you can get the piping off easier. And now you have these bolts, which is, I have the one back in here so that way I could hold it when I was at the gym, because I did have to take a break from doing this because it was making me mad. So there's a bolt up here, that's this one right here, and then there's one that goes right here, which is this long one, which they're all 13 millimeter. And then this is a little 5 millimeter hex that you unbolt. And this belt right here, you leave it on because once you can shimmy this water pump a little, which will allow you to pop this off. Which, I don't know, that kind of aggravated me, but whatever. And so now we just need to move this water pump. It'll just dangle a little bit. And then that way we can get to the alternator, and then that should come out. Hopefully it's not too hard. All right, so we finally got the alternator out. And before you even unbolt it, make sure this stupid thing right here, that plastic clip, these are the worst things they ever made. They're super hard to get out, and whoever made them, your mom's a hoe. But yeah, once you get that undone, easy breezy lemon squeezy, because you just take this little water pump and you just move that thing around, just sling it around.
What do you mean by that?
Now it's time to just put the old one, or the new one, where the old one was, and unbolt this little support bracing bracket thing, because this bracket recesses into the motor, along with, there's a piece that recesses into that on the top. So yeah, oh my goodness, look how that thing is like, looks burn up or something. Alrighty, yeah, out with the old, in with the new. Let's get it. Well, I'm glad I went back in to get my tripod, because I gotta get my protein in. Almost forgot that. Don't want to forget that. God, it's just terrible. Oh gosh, gross. Anyway, let's just get back into this. Whew. Okay. Oh. Now that we got this back up in here, I mean, look at how clean that is. That looks nice. All that other dirty stuff. But as I was saying, it like locks in to place right here, and then up there. It's hard to see, but right where my finger is, there's a spot where it can sit on, and they both have to go evenly, otherwise you'll get one side but not the other. And sorry about the wind. It's a little windy day, even though it looks gorgeous outside. But yep, so now I'm just going to finish tightening these bolts that connect to the bracket, and then we'll bolt it back all together. And I guess we can put this stupid piece back in that dumb hole that it belongs to. But other than that, the hardest part's probably finagling this thing out and back in place. That's pretty much it. It's just more of a hassle, and you don't want to do it because this isn't a part that you can upgrade really. And it's, yeah, not fun upgrade, but it is a necessity. Oh, it's the bare necessity. We got it all bolted up, tightened up. Just connect your clip here. Don't forget to bolt down your ground or negative, whatever. And also this one comes with the bolt, so you don't need to reuse your old one. You can just use the new one. Found that out after it wasn't tightening anymore, and it was like way out here. I was like, why is it not going out all the way? And it was because there's a new bolt there. So yeah. All right, so I just finished buttoning everything up, putting the charge pipe back on the hot side. And I also finished, I need to put the battery, the negative back on, and then put this cover back on. Other than that, I got the belt good, all the belts in the groove, so that way it doesn't break right away or wear out eventually and break. I got everything, all the bolts tightened up. All my tools are put away, that way I don't forget any and lose any in my engine bay. So we're looking good. The only thing that wasn't good, as you can see, the garage is halfway down because the weather did a complete 180 and it's crazy right now. So yeah, that's great. Just, you know. But anyway, let's get this on, let's get this done and over with. Hopefully you guys like that. Hopefully it helped with if you need to replace your alternator and everything. That way it fixed and answered questions. Sorry I didn't tell you what bolts go where or the size of them. I think if you need like you need that 5 ml, a 13 ml, a 10 ml, maybe a 12, but that's pretty much all the sockets you'll need. So when you're disconnecting that charge pad, what I think you should do is reroute, like how I did, and put that connection piece or whatever on this side. That way it's easier to get to because it was way over here by the oil filter, and that was just hard to get to. And then, but what I recommend to do with this one is readjusting this one too. That way it's easier for you to get when if you're replacing your charge pipes. However, if you plan on changing your charge pipes, maybe get them, and then if your alternator goes out, then you can change it all at once, because then that'll be way easier for you. So yeah, this was hard to get off. This was probably the most challenging and annoying. But however, once again, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this and it helped you. As I was saying earlier, please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. This nasty thing with this nasty thing. That sounds good.